What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over some basketball games for Sunday, February 5th, 2023. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks for this game, for this day. Let's go ahead and get into the games. We're only going to be looking at 2 games on the board today. I know there's more than 2 games on the board, but I'm just going to do only 2 games for right now for this video. We're going to be looking at the Cavs versus the Pacers in Indianapolis, and we're also going to be looking at the Sixers versus the Knicks in New York. So we're going to be looking at these 2 games only for this video. And on this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. The way that I have it structured here is I have the road team up top, their season record, their coach's record. I was getting ready to spear my NFL stuff. Let me say that again. The road team is up top, their coach's record, their season record, and their road away record for the season. In the middle, I was getting ready to say quarterback. In the middle is the all-time head-to-head record between the 2 teams, as well as for the regular season, as well as for this season in particular. And then at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their home record, their coach's record, and any other notes I may want to add, which there are none. Usually the notes I would add is whether they played yesterday, and if it's a back-to-back, or if they're playing tomorrow, if it's a back-to-back, or if they're on some type of winning or losing streak. But let's jump right into this game. We're going to be looking at the Cavs and Pacers first. And I always start with the home team. I'll go over some numbers for the home team to win this game, and then I'll go over some numbers for the road team to win this game. So starting with the home team, the Pacers. What would allow the Pacers to win this game? Well, one thing we can say is today has 50 date numerology on the Gregorian. This is Pacers' 29th home game for the season. They can sit on 29 losses for the season with the win. 29 written out sums to 50. It's the Pacers' 55th game for the season. It's the Cavaliers' 55th game for the season. And Cavaliers can get their 23rd loss for the season as they sit on 10 road wins with the loss to go with. 23, if you write it out, sums to 55. And 55 mathematically is the 10th triangular number as well as the 10th Fibonacci number. With today having 50 date numerology, if you write out 50, it sums to 30. And today also has 30 date numerology on the Gregorian, and the Pacers can get their 113th all-time head-to-head win against the Cavs. 113 is the 30th prime number. Cavaliers would sit on 32 wins for the season with the loss, and 32 also sums to 50. The Cavaliers, they could become 10-17 on the road with the loss in their 27th road game, as their coach becomes 103-117 for a record as a coach specifically for the Cavs with the loss. 103 is the 27th prime number, and 117 kind of looks like a 10 and a 17 put together. And that's about what I would put for the Pacers to win this game. Oh, also one last thing. It's Pacers can sit on 108 all-time losses against the Cavs. Today does have 108 date numerology on the Hebrew religious side of the calendar. Go ahead and mark that in a purple. And so that's kind of what I would put for the Pacers if the Pacers were going to win this game. If the Cavaliers were going to win this game, I'd start off with the same 29 number, but instead of Pacers sitting on 29 losses with the win in their 29th home game, I would say something like the Cavaliers can get their 109th all-time head-to-head win against Pacers in Pacers' 29th home game. 109 is the 29th prime number. And with it being the 55th game for the Cavs, 55th game for the Pacers, I talked about how Cavs can get that 23rd loss and sit on 10 because 55 is the 10th Fibonacci number as well as the 10th triangular number. Instead of them getting their 23rd loss and sitting on 10, what can happen is the Cavaliers can get their 100th regular season head-to-head win against Pacers. And mathematically speaking, 100 has a square root of 10. The Pacers would get their 12th home loss for the season as they fall 1-2 head-to-head against the Cavs for the season to go with. And Pacers can become 25-30 for a season record with a loss today with 30 and 50 date numerology on the Gregorian. 55 sums to 50. So 50 and 30 date numerology on the Gregorian, 25 sums to 50. Pacers could become 25-30 for a season record with a loss. And one last thing for the Cavs, they can get their 33rd win for the season. This might be a bit of a stretch, a little bit, but kind of not really, but kind of maybe. They can get their 33rd win for the season. 33 mathematically sums to 141. And it will be the 14th day of the 11th month for the Hebrew religious slide. There's one extra one there, but it does kind of have that 141 look to it. 141, 14, and 11. That can help out the Cavs potentially to get that 33rd win. So that's this game. Let's go ahead and move on to the next game. The Sixers versus the Knicks. Sorry to interrupt this video, you guys, but I need a huge favor from you. Can you go ahead and like this video and leave a comment below on who you think's going to win? It's going to help with the YouTube algorithm. It's going to help grow my channel. I really appreciate you guys being here. Let's go ahead and get back into the video. So starting with the home team, and then we'll go over some numbers for the road team. If the Knicks were going to win this game, it's a day with a 14 date numerology on the Gregorian as well as 50 date numerology on the Gregorian. And the Knicks' 29th home game for the season. It won't highlight for some reason. Okay, it won't highlight. So in Knicks' 29th home game for the season, they can get their 14th home win. This is kind of bugging me that it's not highlighting. Okay, so in the Knicks' 29th home game for the season, they can get their 14th home win for the season. 29 written out sums to 50. It having 14 date numerology on the Gregorian and 50 date numerology on the Gregorian. And the Knicks can get their 29th win for the season to go with. It will be a day with 102 date numerology on the Hebrew civil side of the calendar. Knicks coach can sit on 102 losses regular season as a coach for Knicks with the win. It will be the 14th day of the 10th month for the Hebrew religious side of the calendar. 76ers could become 14-10 for a road record with a loss. It has that 141 look to it. 14-11, 141 look. 14-10 has that 141 look. And what else? Oh, yeah. The Knicks, they could become 2-1 head-to-head against the Sixers for the season, kind of like 21, as the Sixers get their 18th loss for the season. 18 written out sums to 73, the 21st prime number. So that can play in favor for the Knicks as well. And I think that's kind of it for right now. I didn't see anything else really. Uh, 753 357. Nothing else. Okay, so I would just say mainly it would be the 29 for the Knicks. 29th win in their 29th home game. They get their 14th home win on a day with 14 and 50 date numerology. 29 sums to 50. And then you have the 18 that written out sums to 73, the 21st prime. Sixers can get their 18th loss for the season as Knicks become 2-1, like 21 head-to-head against the Sixers. Oh, yeah, Sixers coach, he can get his 72nd loss regular season as a coach for the Sixers. 72 right now. It sums to 102. Just like how Knicks coach can sit on 102 losses with a win. So we can mark that in a bright cantaloupe color with 102 date numerology on the Hebrew civil side of the calendar. So let's go ahead and switch gears here for the Sixers. If the Sixers were going to win this game, what could happen would be the Sixers, they could become 35-17 for a season record with a win. 35-17 as their coach becomes 135-71 for a record regular season as a coach for Sixers. Do you see the number comparisons? 3517, 13571. They're just the same numbers, but this one's more of an extended form. So they're basically just kind of one big anagrams of each other. So 13571, 3517. It's the same three numbers being used, the 1, the 3, and the 5, or the 5, the 3, and the 1, or this, however you want to say it, to go along with the 7. Or should I say it's the same 4 numbers being used. This one just has one extra number, which is 2 1s. But yeah, so the Sixers could become 35-17 as their coach becomes 135-71. All 4 of the same numbers being used. It could be one big anagram. Sixers can get their 35th win for the season on a day with 30 date numerology for the Gregorian. If you write out 30, it sums to 35. Sixers can become 15-9 for a road record with the win, kind of like 159. And today has 159 date numerology on the Hebrew civil side of the calendar. And then the Knicks, they can get their 27th loss for the season as their coach gets his 103rd loss regular season as a coach specifically for the Knicks. 103 is the 27th prime number. Knicks can get that 27th loss. This will be Sixers' 24th road game to go with, and 24 written out sums to 103. And so that's about what I would put for both these two games. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you insight to the games, get you started on a decode, as to a decode that you might already have. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support. I wish you the best of luck on all your picks. Hopefully you win all the money in the world. And I will see you guys in the next video.